Welcome back, guys. What is going on, guys? What is going on? My name is Chantel and this is Chantel TV. You are welcome to my channel. If you're new to this channel, this is Chantel. You are most welcome. What is going on? What is going on? Is marriage a do or eliminate thing? What is going on? Welcome back, guys, to my channel. This is Chantel. You are welcome, and this is my relationship segment. If you see, I am not laughing today at all. I've not come with joke today. Today is a serious matter. We are going to start the change. What is going on? If you have been on the internet these days, on the news, everywhere, you will see that things are going on fire. What is going on? There's a lot happening in relationship these days that you don't even want to talk about. If this is your first time, my name is Chantel. I am not always this very unhappy. I'm always happy, but the event happening around is not helping situation this time around. And so this is not my laughing face. This is my serious face. This is my enough is enough face. Okay. Yes, guys, let's delve right into this discussion. We will be discussing about using statistics and various cases that has happened in the course of this month of April, okay, 2022. We'll be talking about events that has happened in the course of this year that relates to relationship and marriages. And unfortunately, we have people who have paid the ultimate price to do this. All right, stay tuned. I'll be right back, and I'm going to be taking you on my screen to see this specific cases and evidences, and we will do an analysis of these cases together. You don't want to be the next victim. You don't want to be the next statistics. You don't want your picture flying around. So it's better you stick around and watch this till the end. All right, I'll see you right after this timeout. Thank you. Welcome back, guys. The news of this gospel singer, a talented Osinachi, is no longer news. As you can see, it flooded the internet, it flooded everywhere, and we were all taken aback to see this ugly incident happen to a hardworking and industrious, very talented woman. Okay, this is not somebody who is lazy. This is somebody who is highly industrious and making a living for herself, but became a very victim of this monster called abuse, domestic violence in marriages. Okay, there are a lot of things that our parents have told us that is not true. Okay, they've told us a lot of things that is not true, and I am here to tell you today that everything they've told us is not true about marriage. All right, please take note of this, that on a daily basis women have been subjected to horrible treatment in their relationship and marriages alike. All right, it does not have respect for how long you've been married. There's no respect for how many children you've had. It doesn't even count how much money you have. I'm going to be giving us an update today on something that will change your mind. Most of the time, when we see cases of domestic abuse, we say the women can't leave because they don't have money. So therefore, I have come to show you today that it is more than money. The cases of the people I will be talking about today, it's not just about money. It's about the myth, the things they've told us, the lies they've told us in the past that has bedeviled people to remain in an enslaved relationship and eventually become victims. Yes, because if you look at this woman, Osinachi, she's hardworking. She earns good money. Like I said, she's industrious. How can you tell me that it's money that will make her to remain in that marriage? No, financial capacity is not the reason why she would remain in that marriage, okay? Because a lot of people are doing very well and they still suffer abuse. A lot of women are the ones sponsoring the marriage and they still suffer abuse. They are still there. For example, we're going to look at this lady. This is a lady who was married to this man. She works with World Bank, okay? She was a World Bank staff. Her name is Nike Ayedun. She was allegedly crushed to her untimely grave by her husband. She was crushed by her husband. She was well to do. All right? She was doing well. She works with World Bank. You know what it means to work with World Bank? She was earning good money. So she was okay, but she still remained in that marriage until her hungry husband, sent her to a early grave. She was eliminated by her husband because of what? Because of what? Do you understand? Okay, we've established that. We're going to come back to other reasons. Okay, now let's look at this woman. Look at this lady also. Yes, look at her. See her beautiful lady. She's called Evelyn. Okay, she was married to Victor. This Victor Ifeanyi was the husband. This lady was well to do. As a matter of fact, from the reports I read, she paid for her own bride price. She rented the house they live in. She's apparently the breadwinner of the family. But what happened? Ego will not let the husband to rest. She was eliminated by her husband in a gruesome manner. She caught this thing that they use, that armed people are supposed to, the police force and all that are supposed to be carrying. She saw it with him and raised alarm with her own sister that she found this thing that they used to send people to early grave with her husband, and then she was willing to raise alarm. It was that same night that she was strangled by this man. And guess what? This Ifeanyi man took her ATM and ran with it. Her decomposing body was later found 3 days after. Okay? And this Ifeanyi Victor, a less of a human, was trying to run away to South Africa, but was caught while he was trying to make that he was trying to make the preparation for that. He was arrested. Okay, that's another one. Look at this one. Yes, this couple lives in Lekki. The wife is Olamide. The husband is called Chris Undukwe. This couple were meant to travel to Canada, and then they had to go through medical check. And this Chris, during the test, the compulsory test by Canadian government, realized the result came that one of the children was not his. Do you understand? And the best thing he thought he could do was he took the wife home. He tied the woman on her hand to the back and then used the tape to tape the woman's mouth so she would not be able to scream, and started using pliers to pull her braids off. Guys, see what women go through. He started using pliers to pull her braids off, stabbed her on all the parts of her body, including her eyes. And this woman was sent to a early grave. Wait, if you found out that one of your children is not yours, is it to gruesomely send somebody to early grave that will turn that child to be your own? How do you melt such gruesome behavior on a human, a woman that has been with you all this while? Guys, this thing is a serious matter. A serious matter. And at this point, I need you to start thinking about your own life. Do an anatomy of your own relationship, of your own marriage. Now, when we talk about this abuse, this abuse does not necessarily have to be physical, okay? It starts from emotional abuse. And now I have come to show you how to know if you are having abuse, you are in an abusive relationship. These are 10 signs of an abuse in a relationship that is emotional. Okay? When we say emotional abuse, yes, the man will subject your feelings to nothing. It will bring your self-esteem to zero. Number one is, he says things to get you angry, or he says things to make you afraid. He threatens you. He controls your finances. He wants to know how much you spend. What do you spend it on? He swears at you or calls you names. At times, he orders you around and treats you like a servant. He's intolerant of any seemingly lack of respect. Any mistake that you didn't call him daddy, he will lash at you, insult your father, insult your mom. He uses guilt trip to or shame you to get his or her way. It makes you feel guilty that it is because of you that this marriage has turned like this. It makes a big sense out of a big sin out of a small issue that you think, I was just playing with you. It will just turn into a big issue. And worst of all, he threatened you with infidelity, threatening you with divorce to throw you off balance. When you see men that do that, they are narcissists. Begin to have a rethink. At this point, he has not laid his hand on you, but he's already giving you signs of emotional trauma. And you know what? Emotional trauma deals with your system even much dangerously than physical trauma, because you start having BP, you start having low self-esteem, you start having signs of torture in your memory, you start feeling like you're losing your mind, your senses. So do not tolerate it, okay? Do not tolerate it. Fight it from the beginning once you start seeing all the signs, okay? Pause and check for a second if your spouse does any of this 10 to you, and then drop in the comment section and let me know if you have been experiencing something like this. We can equally discuss this and then give you way out, okay? That is about emotional abuse. Another type of abuse we are going to talk about today, which is mostly common, is called the physical abuse. The physical abuse is a type of abuse, yes, that makes a man to lay hands on your physical body. That is when he lay hands on you. If you look at this screen properly, we have so many types of abuses that you can use to diagnose your relationship and marriage to that man before things get out of hand. Does he isolate you from family? That's a controlling power. He wants to put you under control. He wants to seclude you from your family so that you don't get help. Look at the emotional abuse again. He puts you down and trample on your self-esteem. The economic abuse is trying to keep you from getting a job or keeping a job, from making an ends meet. He tries to control your finances. He want to be giving you allowance so that you will not be physically and financially okay to make your decision, okay? This economic abuse that we talk about, the case studies we looked at earlier, we talked about women who are even financially sound, who makes money, but still remain in an abusive relationship. What happened in such instance? That means that the society has brainwashed women, especially Africans, because if you look at the rate of divorce in an advanced country in the West, you will know that this thing is predominantly happening within African countries, okay? For instance, in Nigeria, we were told that the husband is the king. Nobody is abusing the king, but nobody labeled it that a woman is the slave. the women are supposed to be the queen, and when you see a king, you see the queen. They are equally there together. Especially in this time and generation where expenses of the house is being shared on a 50-50 basis, you want to still take control of the life of the woman. Where is it done? It's not done anywhere, but we've been brainwashed by our religious leaders. We've been brainwashed by our tradition to take all these things and still remain there. Even when a woman has the money, the financial capability to set herself free, she will stay in that marriage because of what people will say, because of culture, because of the way who will marry you, who will marry him or marry her after she has children. Because of you care a lot about what people will say than your own living a life, than your own safety. You care much about the stigmatization than how you will live your life. You decide to endure that kind of harassment and abuse, beating when you are not a child because of what people would say, and you endure horrendous treatment like this. It is not supposed to be, okay? I'm going to be giving us tips on how to go about this. If you are in this, if you have your money and you still cannot move out of that relationship, I'm going to share you a tip of how to move and liberate yourself, because you have a lot of life ahead of you, and then you don't want one person sent from the pit of hell to end your God-given life. You need to take charge right now, okay? So another abuse we see is the sexual abuse. There are some men that will turn their wives into a sex slave. Okay, they turn their wives into tools that they use and harasses everywhere. They turn them anywhere they want, and as if, some even use children to harass them, to intimidate the woman. They make them feel guilty, and then the woman is stuck in that marriage because she doesn't want to leave the children to suffer. If the man eliminates you, the children will still remain. So hear me, and then use everything you have within you to live, and then come back for the children when you are settled emotionally and physically. All right, those are the abuses. All right, let me give you an instance, a yardstick or metrics to check if you are in an abusive relationship. Okay, check your relationship with this metric. If you are unsure whether you are in an abusive relationship or not, ask yourself these questions, okay? Look at it and honestly answer the question by yourself. Do you change your behavior around your spouse, around your husband? Do you change your behavior? Do you conform and wear somebody else's character when he's around? Are you scared to say no or to upset your husband? Are you jealous? Are they jealous or possessive of you? Are they jealous? Does they exhibit a jealousy behavior around or within something that concerns you? You can't talk to people. Who was the man that greeted you? Who were you laughing with? What are you doing on that phone? Who is he greeting you? Is he possessive of you? Do they not like you having friends? If a man starts shelving you away from your friends, is a sign and a red flag for abuse. That abuse is coming small. You want to isolate you so that you will be alone. Okay, yes, he wants you to feel alone. They make fun of you. Even when you look beautiful in your own eyes, they will look at you and say, you look like a monkey, you look like a ghost masquerade, just trying to bring down your morale, to bring down your self-esteem. Okay, if a man makes fun of you in an ungodly manner, in a manner that belittles your feelings, start checking. Okay, yes, at times they will make you feel like your judgment is crazy. It's not worth it. Your opinion does not even make sense. Okay, they load their own decision on you. At times they tell you what to wear. Go and remove it. What are you wearing? What is this? You look like a masquerade. Go and remove it, just because he does not want somebody else to appreciate you. So he will tell you to wear something unattractive. Okay, they tell you what to wear as if you are a child. They monitor your social media. Who is that? Who is sending you DM? Stuff like that. It's nothing is ever his fault. Look at all these questions. Ask yourself and answer them honestly in your mind to determine if truly you are in an abusive relationship or marriage, so that you can know the next step to take. And remember, you can always be free from them if you make a move. Be willing. That's the first thing. Be willing yourself to move out and regain your freedom. Now, this is what you will do when you want to, the process of liberating yourself from an abusive relationship or marriage. In fact, it's marriage, because I don't know why a lady, a girl will be in a relationship that they've not even paid your buy price. The man is slapping you already, and you're saying, I love him, that's why I'm still there. Are you okay? They need to check you. They need to check you. He has not even married you, but you like it. Some even have this behavior, this slogan. They say, I prefer strong men that can handle me. Are you a goat? If a man handles you and he turns to the other side, you're done. So don't stop this idea of I prefer sound, hefty men that can handle me because I am stubborn. No, who is not stubborn? Are you a goat that they will be beating? So stop it. Okay. Now this is what you have to do when you've established and you're really willing to move and set yourself free from an abusive relationship. Okay. Number one, your possession. Start sending important things that will not be noticed when you move them, like your passport, like your jewelries, your things. Don't move them at once. Be taking it one by one. Don't take it in a form that you will know that something is missing in this house. Okay, just be taking it small, and be moving it over to somewhere safe. It could be to a family member, or it could be into a house that you have rented. And because this thing does not happen automatically, you cannot move immediately, except if the man is not the type that stays at home. But if he's the type that stays at home, you have to be moving things little by little until you are able to pick all the things you want and he would not know. Okay, for your clothes, you should not carry a lot of things, because you can always buy new clothes, you can always buy new bags. Don't clean out. Okay, don't clean out at once. Okay, do your clean out in a way that you just start taking the most expensive items, possessions you have in the house. Clothing can always be replaced, but your life cannot be. Okay, so if you feel like these things, if I take it will not know, start packing it and say you are taking them to probably dry cleaning, you are taking them to give out to charity. You know things that you cannot move, start selling them small until you are able to move out. You know what? Secure an apartment for yourself and your children, and wait for that a wonderful time that you will go out. And when you're doing all this thing, you need to be smart with it. Do not let him know. Do not let him know about it at all. Just act normally and do everything normal. Don't stop cooking. Don't stop doing anything. Do everything normal the way you used to do it, until the final moment where you will see that good opportunity to move out. And once you are out of the house, okay? Once you are out of the house, these are things you should do, because you know what? It's not going to fold his hands and just let you go just like that. It's not going to happen. It's going to fight back. Yes. Now, these are things you should do. Once you are out, change all your internet banking passwords, change all your social media password, change all your email addresses that is linked to your social media account, to the toppest one, everything. Change the password, change your PayPal password, block him on all your social media handle, block the abuser's numbers, block him. You know what? Turn off that on and off the spare phone, which you must have bought while you are renting a house. You have already bought a small phone with new number that you will never know about. Okay, block this number you're using, trash it. Okay, trash that number, start using a new phone. Block anybody that knows both of you together, or your friends together, or that can link you easily to him. Block everybody. If you can, change the cities where you were with him, so that you don't run into each other one of these days. Okay, change the city, block him on every area. Don't go to his families, everybody, block them off. Okay, and change your name on social media along with your profile picture. In fact, I used to say that you don't need to quickly jump into social media again because you might easily be seen by somebody, okay? You can go off social media for a while, but when you're coming back, you change your name, you change everything about you. You don't just accept friends' requests. You don't talk to people, don't share your number with anyone anyhow like that. Even your bank, I'm sure they cannot give your details, but make sure you keep yourself safe and no traces of you, okay? No trace of you in any form. All right, because if you live in another city, which is most preferably, it will be better for you, and you start living your life as a human being, and you start your normal life, you start your work, you start living life as you should live without any form of abuse. Take note of all these actions and don't miss any of them out, and ensure you liberate yourself from the slavery that marriage has put you, where you can always do better with or without a man, and forget it. There's no forget the idea of nobody will marry me after how many children. They will marry you. If they don't marry you again, you don't need a man again as a husband. Keep yourself, make yourself happy and live your life, okay? Let's begin to be sensitive about ourselves and be conscious. You make effort to live, make effort to be alive, okay? Once we're able to do all that has been said earlier, do not abhor any form of abuse. Don't. Once a man tries it, he begs you to, sorry, pastor, come. Drive all of them out. Drive them. Their parents, the way the parents too will come, forgive him, he will not do it again. Drive all of them out and move on immediately. And don't let anybody use you and your ATM to want to go to South Africa. It's not going to happen. Please be conscious of your spouse. Be careful. When you sleep, don't sleep with two eyes. If you are in an abusive relationship, be watchful, and God will continue to protect all of women out there, because they are the most endangered species from all these men that are subduing women. God will continue to protect all of us, and be vigilant, and do not condone any form of abuse in any way. Chantel is not a party. It can never condone abuse from anybody, any woman, anybody, because one injustice to one woman is to every woman. Okay, so we totally, we don't support abuse in any way. That's why we have come up with this video today, to show you how to diagnose your own marriage, and then see way of how to run if you notice or confirm you're able to be sure that you're in a abusive relationship. Okay. Thank you guys for sticking around. That's the show for today. I hope you've taken one or two lessons from the discussion we've had today. And I'm sure that the moment you determine, because the first thing to do is to have that determination. Once you have determined to take that step, it will happen. Follow the tricks that has been said on this video and liberate yourself and stay alive. Okay, this is Chantel telling you, please stay alive, fulfill your dreams. It starts by making up your mind, making that step, that leap to decision of yours, okay? And live for your children, all right? If you have not subscribed to this channel, I don't know what you're waiting for. Please join our group, join this family, and please endeavor to subscribe, like, and share this video. Till I see you in my next video, this is Chantel signing out. Please stay safe and just refuse abuse of any form, okay? I'll see you in my next video. Thank you.